Good evening and welcome to the Dos Pueblos High School Jazz Festival. We are very excited to celebrate jazz in the community all day from this morning. I think the first band performed at 8:30 and until now. This is the Dos Pueblos High School Jazz Band. We are going to play our first tune, Catch as Catch Can, featuring soloists Jacob Caracas and Ori Margalith. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our guest artist for the evening, the world-renowned trumpet player, Wayne Bergeron.
Yeah!
It's been super fun to have him rehearsing with everybody this week and giving all of his insight and things into music and trumpet playing and some cool warm-ups and stuff like that. So we're really excited to play tonight.
everybody doing?
We'll start with a brand, fairly new original composition from Tom Kubis, was recorded on his most current CD, and this is something he wrote for me, and it's called Time and Time Again. Thank you very much. For a pretty tune, a lot of fun. This next thing we're going to play is something that it's also a Tom Kubis. Right? Anybody that's seen me do these things probably notices that I do a lot of Tom Kubis charts. Tom Kubis is a West Coast arranger. He's written over 5,000 big band arrangements, and I do a lot of his tunes. I also do a lot of Gordon Goodwin tunes, and I do a lot of Bill Liston tunes, and there's a lot of composers I could pick from, but I do their music, basically because, it's free. And it's kind of true, we have like a little deal, we have a one hand washes the other kind of thing, so, let's face it, nobody's getting rich, playing big band. I mean, I kind of am, but most people are not getting rich playing big band music. So if I ever need an arrangement, we all grew up together, we worked at Disneyland together, we cut our teeth in the music business together. So I've done 10 CDs with the Big Fat Band. I've done 4 CDs with Tom Kubis and 2 with Bill Liston, and I've never taken one dime if they never offered. But if they would have, I've never taken any of their money. When they pass out the slip to get paid after the recording session, I write on there, benefits only, no charge. That means pay my health benefits and stuff, but don't pay me because it's coming out of their pocket. So if I need an arrangement, all I have to do is call up Tom and he'll graciously, this particular one, before you hear it, I called him, I don't know what night it was, but it was, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I told him I was looking for a chart to record, and he goes, well, what are you looking for? I go, well, how about blues? Let's just do minor blues. He goes, what key? And I said, G minor. It's the only key I can play in, but that's just our little secret. And he said, I said, give me some stuff to do with the saxophones, fix it up, you know what to do. So the next day, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm checking my email. There's an email from Tom Kubis. And I figured, oh man, he wants to talk about the chart a little bit more. I open up, there's an MP3 file and a PDF, and the chart is finished. Completely copied, all the parts done. And then I see an MP3, so I figure he's got some little keyboard demo or something. And it's an entire big band chart finished, with a big band playing it. We go, how the heck do you do that, So Tom is a great saxophone player. He also plays piano, so in his home studio, he has a rhythm section set up, so he recorded the piano part to a click track. He did the drums and the bass. He did all the saxophone parts. And then he took up, Tom actually took up trumpet a while ago. He's a saxophone player. He's actually pretty good, which kind of pisses me off because I've been spending my whole life doing this, and this guy just takes up the trumpet for fun. He said it was for fun. I play this thing and I get internal bleeding, and he thinks that's fun somehow. So anyway, and so he for the trumpet parts, he played like the second and third and fourth parts. He can't play the high notes. So he uses a sample, like the Wayne Bergeron 2000 or whatever he uses for the high notes. And then for the trombones, he does not play trombone, so he uses the marching alto horn. That bell forward, horrible sounding marching instrument. Probably the worst. I mean, the French horn sounds beautiful, but this thing is really ugly sounding. Probably the worst sounding instrument ever, next to the bagpipes. I heard somebody groan over there, a bagpiper. I mean, in Scotland, they don't even consider the bagpipes a musical instrument. They keep them outside of bars and pubs, and they use them as breathalyzers. And when you come out, if you blow into it, if the sound doesn't make you want to take your own life, you haven't had enough to drink. So anyway, enough of that silliness. This is an original composition that took him 6 innings of an Angels baseball game to write, as he told me. It's one of my favorite charts to play, and it's called High Clouds and a Good Chance of Wayne. Yes. Oh, Leland on the guitar. Yeah, Leland. Emma on the trombone. Emma on the trombone. And this great evening jazz band. I'm going to turn you back over to Amy, and I'll see you out here in a couple of minutes.
This has been a great day of jazz, and it wouldn't happen without the parents, the student volunteers, the people who have been here all day since 7 a.m. backstage, helping every single band get ready, the people in the front, the adults that have been working tirelessly since October to make this happen. So give it up for all the volunteers today. Our last tune is Mueva los Huesos, and it will feature Ori Margaret on the soprano sax. pause in the music while the SBCC group gets set up. But we should be back in a couple minutes for more music.